Alrighty, guys. Good afternoon. Ryan, alongside Joel here. Our first severe thunderstorm warning of 2025 has been issued. We are in the northern part of Monroe County here. This yellow box. This is going to be for Monroe proper, Ash Township, Carlton, Exeter, Maybe, Steiner, Berlin Charter Township, all the way up close to Flat Rock and Rockwood areas in southern Wayne County. This is going to be a warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds, moving northeast here at about 40 to 50 miles per hour. Go ahead and back this up and show you guys the motion on this, so you guys can see the direction. So southern Wayne County, you guys need to be on alert. This is going to move into your area pretty quickly here. So Trenton, downriver areas, Romulus, all the way up really toward the Belleville area should be on alert for this line as it moves northeast at about 40 to 50 miles per hour. The text of the warning says the Weather Service in Detroit Pontiac has issued a severe thunderstorm warning until 12:30 p.m. It is going to be for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Carlton will be impacted around 12:05, so it's about 3 minutes out now. So we are going to be here covering this from beginning to end here. Now, we do have a low risk for severe weather this evening, or should I say this afternoon, for the eastern part of Michigan. That will extend all the way up into the Thumb region. If you have not seen our outlook for severe weather, I would highly suggest going to go view that now. The points eastward in the Thumb through southeast Michigan, Detroit Metro, back through Monroe has that risk for severe usually primarily hail risk today, but we have that wind risk as well as a very, very low risk for a brief tornado possible, just given the wind shear today. But we're not really looking at an abundance of instability, which is the main limiting factor for these storms today. So again, this warning is in effect until 12:30 p.m., so about 27 more minutes. And you are watching current time here on your screen is 12:03 p.m. and about 30 seconds. This line has history of producing wind gusts up around 50 miles per hour back toward Toledo Airport. So far, we have not seen any new reports since then.
One sec, Ryan. I'm getting things pulled back up here.
You are all good. Just got chat pulled in here. Again, this is our brand new software as well. So any new warnings that get issued,
particularly the chat, I wasn't seeing the chat. We're good.
Yeah, same. I just got pulled in here as well. So we're doing this on brand new software today. So we're going to have some perhaps bugs. So bear with us here. We should be running pretty smoothly overall. So we'll be here as long as this is warned. So places that are in this warning that will be impacted by these potentially severe winds in the coming minutes will be Berlin Charter Township here, I-75 and 275 in northeastern Monroe County, Ash Township, Carlton. And again, if you were in southern Wayne County, you may be under the gun here for an additional warning potentially coming here in the next few minutes. So downriver areas, so like Trenton, Gibraltar, Wyandotte, Lincoln Park, Taylor, Romulus, Belleville. You guys may be in a warning here soon. But right now, you're in a statement, which is below a warning. That's for 50-mile-per-hour winds. And severe warning or severe winds start at about 58 miles per hour. So these statements in blue are for 50 mile per hour. So it's just below severe. But again, if anything gets issued, you're going to see it as we see it. It'll pop on the screen here for you guys with all the information you need. And we'll go over it as we get new warnings issued if they do decide to go with additional warnings.
Yeah, and I believe if there's a warning issued for Wayne, kind of going back to last summer, the sirens will sound in Wayne County for severe thunderstorm warnings. So take note that if you do hear the sirens, it is likely for a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, granted, if that changes, obviously you'll see it pop up here on the bottom of our screen on our brand new warning ticker that you can see on the bottom. Speaking of the warning ticker on the bottom, you can see that we are having two sides of the state today. You got blizzard warnings and winter storm warnings in the UP, and you got a severe thunderstorm warning down here in southeast Michigan. So, tale two stories today, as you would.
We currently do not have any chasers in Monroe County, so we're just going to be going over severe coverage. We do have Drew up in the central Michigan area by the Tri-Cities, Bay City, Midland, Saginaw area. He'll be watching these as they come toward him later this afternoon and evening. Let's go and check out these winds here on the airport radar. Now, we have that airport radar, which is very close to the ground, giving us the data here. We're not really seeing too much in the way of anything concerning with these winds. Nothing rotating, nothing that stands out that says, hey, these winds are, severe. But we do have history that these winds are producing, or these storms are producing winds roughly around 50 miles per hour or so. So perhaps borderline severe. And I believe this is a radar indicated warning, which it is right there on your screen. It's radar indicated. So it's not confirmed by a spotter or a measurement. So this is just what they're seeing on radar.
And there was a special weather statement in effect for Lenawee and Monroe counties. That has been allowed to cancel now as the storms have left the area. Besides for that, severe thunderstorm warning that is currently in effect for northeastern Monroe County, including the town of Monroe. That is that South Carolina-shaped orange polygon you could see there on your screen. So again, that's just for northeastern Monroe. If you're just tuning in, if you live in any of the other counties in the state, any of the other 82, you're not in a severe thunderstorm warning. But next up would likely be Wayne County if they do issue one. And we're also watching down the line towards Jackson, Ann Arbor as well for any further development. A warning that just did pop up was a special marine warning for Lake St. Clair. So if you know anybody out boating or ice fishing at this time of the year, please let them know. Offshore of Macomb in St. Clair County, the water's there. We are still working on monetization for Twitch, Natalie. So we'll figure it out in the days to come. Yes, rain will be the story for the rest of the day for most of the state. Thunderstorms are possible for the entire state, mainly in the lower peninsula today. If you're in the upper peninsula, obviously it's going to be snow and a mix of rain and snow. Perhaps a little bit of light freezing drizzle, but it's going to be a quick transition. And again, totals today will be between yesterday, I should say, and today, a total of an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter is the average statewide. A couple locations could see up to an inch and a half to an inch and 3/4 today as well. And then obviously if you're up there in the UP, that is going to be your blizzard warnings up there, and snow in excess of a foot is possible there today. Yes, I just realized that's my first. This is my first severe weather coverage as a degreed meteorologist, Ryan.
That's congratulations, crazy. Joel.
Thank you.
All right, so this line is about to move into the southern part of Wayne County. We'll see if they issue any additional warnings here. So this line does extend from about Ypsilanti just to the east of Saline. It goes back down through Willis, Sumter Township, just south of Belleville here, back through Monroe County, Exeter, Carlton, back through Estrel Beach. This is going to move northeast at about 40 to 50 miles per hour, and with it, potential for wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm. And the nice thing about our new warning ticker on the bottom bar is if a new warning is issued, you'll see it pop up. It'll kind of slide up from the bottom of the screen and then pop back down. So you'll also know visually when it happens, just like what we see. Thank you, guys. If you're watching on Facebook today and would like to be notified for future live streams, you can do !notify, I believe is correct, Ryan?
Yes, that's correct.
For notifications for future live streams. So I know if you're following us on YouTube and Twitch, as long as you have notifications turned on, they just automatically get sent to you. But on Facebook, it's a little more of a, I guess you could say, a clumsier platform. So it's kind of you got to do a little bit of a workaround. So if you type in !notify in the comment section on Facebook, then you'll be notified for when we go live in the future. And it should respond to you with like a bot, an automated message. So this line of storms is now pretty much getting fully into Wayne County now, southern Wayne County, so Willow, Flat Rock, up towards Romulus as well. Very soon to be in Canton. Storms are moving off to the northeast at a relatively fast pace today. So storm speed and actual ground speed are kind of similar. Yes, Grand Rapids radar is down today, so we're only at the mercy of the Detroit radar and the Detroit airport radar. And if any storms go severe up north, the Gaylord radar, or I guess for the thumb. And Ryan also has the Cassett radar at his disposal as well over there in Western Ontario.
Yep. Again, this warning is in effect for 18 more minutes, but the storms look like they're going to clear out of this pretty quickly. We'll see if they reissue this for Wayne, which as of right now they haven't, so that's a good sign. These winds do not really appear to be that strong on radar, but with the atmosphere today, there's a lot of strong winds above our heads, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 feet, where they could be dragging them down to the ground here with these rain showers. It makes it a little bit easier to do so. So that's more than likely why we got that warning here.
Ryan, if you want to check our chasers out there right now, go to scene 14.
All right, we'll go ahead and take 14.
See if anybody's live right now.
We got nobody out there.
Okay. What about scene 15? Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, you can go back to 3 then. Let me just make sure Drew's link is what we want it to be, because I know he's trying to connect in right now.
Yep, go ahead and handle that. I'll take over this for a second.
Okay.
All right, so we have a really good radar here at the, we call it the airport radar. It's not at the airport, just south of the airport to be exact, but it gives us a really good look at these storms because the beam is so close to the ground. So we're really getting basically a good look at what's happening on the surface here. Maybe some gustier winds near the Willis area. I'm getting 40 miles per hour heading into Belleville. So these winds are gusty, but there's nothing here that would indicate that severe winds are occurring. I also have a map pulled up on the back end of things that does have like wind gust reports throughout the southeast portion of Michigan. And the only thing that I've seen so far is out of the Detroit airport, and that was for 51 miles per hour. It looks like they just canceled that severe warning early. We'll see if they reissue it for Wayne. We'll stay on here for at least a couple minutes here. This is going to be one of those days where we may have multiple warnings throughout the course of 4 or 5 hours. So we may have a break here, for example, going through Wayne and Washtenaw, but perhaps Oakland, Macomb may go warned about 45 minutes from now. It might be one of those days. But for right now, these storms do appear to be on the weaker side as they passed over a good radar source here.
If you want to take Drew, he's going to be scene 73.
Got it.
You're probably going to lose my audio, but that's okay.
It's all good.
I can still hear you.
No got him yet.
Oh, try refreshing. Click the refresh button. That's what I had to do. Give it a sec.
We'll go back to scene 3 here.
Okay.
So that warning was canceled, which is the best news we can give you. No warnings in effect. but these storms will continue potentially packing a punch in terms of the winds through Wayne and western Washtenaw. Heaviest rain right now is over Ypsilanti back through New Boston, Martinsville area. And the good news is we're not seeing anything too concerning. Let's go ahead and try and trade Drew again. Let's go ahead and refresh his feed just a second. Let me get it pulled up. Got a feed there. There we go.
Nice. What do they want me to do?
So that's working now. We're good to go with that. Take our scene 3 back. So we're testing some stuff out, guys. This is a brand new software we're learning. So it's going to take some time to get everything smoothly operating here, but everything's working now as we need it. So special weather statements continue for all of Wayne and western Washtenaw. These are going to be for 50-mile-per-hour winds. We'll stay on here as long as these storms are, still working through these areas. But right now, we're not seeing anything on radar that would indicate severe weather is occurring. Also have no reports of any severe gusts so far through Monroe County. I have 24 miles per hour in West Monroe, and I have a 20-mile-per-hour report near the Belleville area recently. These storms are tracking northeast at about 40 to 50 miles per hour, and we do have a small risk of severe weather. We've been highlighting this for the past 2 days here. There's no risk from the SPC today, but with these, we're going to call them low risks. The atmosphere is not generally conducive to severe weather, but there's just one or two things that kind of make us go, that could cause something. And that's exactly what happened today here in Monroe County. And these will contain gusty winds, as the winds, regardless of any storms today and also tomorrow morning, will be pretty gusty in nature. So any winds or any storms will just help to mix that down to the ground. So
That was weird. I don't know why I cut out for a second. We're back. Didn't think you'd see us this early this season. Reminder, last year, our first severe was February 27th and the 28th when we had the tornadoes in Marshall and Grand Blanc. So it's already been over a year since that happened. Severe weather can happen any time of the year, although obviously rare in the winter. So never let your guard down. Blizzard warning, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, is for Baraga and Marquette counties, as well as, I know, Houghton, Keweenaw are included in that as well, and is it Gogebic or Gogebic?
according to the Michigan.gov website, it's Gogebic.
Gogebic, gotcha.
Another special marine warning coming in here for Lake Huron from Port Sanilac to Port Huron. So that's going to be further north up here, purple box, indicating that we could have winds greater than 34 knots. We do have a power outage coming in near Ida, fewer than 5 people, and that was reported at right around 12:10 p.m., 12:04 p.m., should I say. We got Andrea in chat here gifting 10 memberships. Thank you, Andrea, for your support. We do not have the ability to pull you up and shout you out via graphics anymore. We will be working on that, though. But thank you, Andrea, for that.
Yes, if you are subscribed on YouTube, you have the chance at getting a gift of membership anytime someone does gift. So feel free to subscribe. It's free to do. Yeah, this is near the border of Canada and the U.S. here in southeast Michigan. So specifically now it's in Wayne and eastern Washtenaw County.
Yeah, and these will continue to track northeast throughout the afternoon. So we'll be tracking these, the very far eastern portion of the southeast part of the state here. So like the very far two eastern counties really. Does have potential for some severe hail as well as severe winds today. It's a very low chance, but it's a chance nonetheless. And that's why we chose to highlight it. We will likely have additional showers and storms developing through the state today, like these little, we're going to call them popcorn type of showers. That's going to be moving up through Lansing, Ithaca areas, Mount Pleasant, through the Tri-Cities. Those shouldn't be severe, but again, the atmosphere with the winds and some cold air loft could support some larger hailstones, perhaps.
Reminder, this is how you know it's spring again, when you have blizzard warning popped up on the bottom during severe weather coverage. See this all the time, usually in our transition months, so. Riffraff makes a good point. Just like that, rain is done, winds are picking up. Yes, again, storm movement today is relatively quick, again around the center of the low. So those storms are going to be speeding off to the north at upwards of sometimes highway speeds, but for the most part, probably 50 to 60. So keep in mind, if you do get like a severe thunderstorm today, it'll probably be over and done within 5, maybe 10 minutes. Especially with these cell sizes being relatively small as well.
Yep. If I want to take a measurement, we can do that real quick.
Yeah.
They're about 2 miles in length. That's how thin these showers and storms are today.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see any lightning with these either. They're pretty low topped. Make sure I have it turned on, which I do. I don't see much in the way of any lightning.
As these storms do move north, there's a chance that lightning density will uptick. We saw this on the model runs that we were looking at this morning and last night, especially when these storms get towards Flint, perhaps the Tri-Cities area. And again, a reminder, some storms are possible over on the west side of the state today as well. So thunderstorms for the entire lower peninsula on the docket for today. Again, as we go to later in the afternoon, lightning could pick up, but severe weather will be harder to come by just given less favorable dynamics. And we obviously have the cold front coming in later tonight, which will result in perhaps a flash freeze.
Yeah, if you have wet roadways tonight, it's going to drop your temperatures rapidly, which will freeze those roadways. But if you're lucky enough to have dry roads, no big deal.
Mm-hmm. Streamlabs on YouTube says test.
Yeah, one of our mods tried to trigger something that's not set up.
Gotcha. The storm has the zoomies. That is a great saying for these storms today. Absolutely. Hail and wind are the primary hazards for today. We cannot rule out a brief, perhaps landspout, weak tornado. But again, the chances of that happening are like next to none. They're not exactly none, but they are next to none. So, given that there's a little bit of spin out there today, we just had to throw that in there for a 0 to 1% risk. So, if you think about it the other way, a 99% chance that it doesn't happen.
Aaron asks, what are we watching? Are these severe? We did have a severe warning for Northern Monroe County that has since expired, but we're going to stay on here a little bit longer here and just kind of watch these storms because it may be one of these days where, something gets triggered or they'll go through, 20 to 30 miles of a weak phase, so to speak. They'll kind of fire up, kind of weaken. So we don't want to hop off and then 20 minutes later have to hop back on. So we'll be on here for at least a little while longer.
Clouds out my window here in Mount Pleasant. Definitely have a stormy vibe to them as well. I see some comments there saying from Lansing, beautiful clouds, absolutely. Has those spring/summer vibes to them out there today, so it's a welcoming sight after such a cold winter. And if you live on the western side of the state, a lake effect filled one. Well, and the UP as well. Just saw a lightning strike in Dearborn Heights. Thank you for that report. We had a couple wind gust reports, Ryan, earlier down by the border. Do you remember what some of those were reading off as?
Yeah, we had a 51-mile-per-hour gust at the Toledo Executive Airport. We had one near Sylvania, but it turned out to be an old report. But still, we had a couple 20, 30, 40 with 150-mile-per-hour gusts. So nothing severe that would indicate this line is severe. Looking again at that map, I don't see anything updated either. So the highest gust we have out of that line was out of Toledo Express Airport.
We got. Is Brandon trying to join in?
That's what I was
Is he
going to
live?
check on there. Try and refresh his feed here. Looks like he's not in.
Okay. If you guys eat, there might be another warning that popped up. Well, I just had my breakfast shortly before the warning did happen, so there was that. And I know Ryan still has to eat too, right?
I'll be right back. I'm kidding.
Uh-oh.
I do need to eat though. I think it'd be a good time now, actually.
For those who might be new here, who missed our entire 2024 season, that was kind of the running, I guess you could call it gag, throughout the year, where anytime we would go and get food, I'd be downstairs or Ryan would be in his kitchen, and all of a sudden a warning pops up and we have to go live. So it's kind of been like the jinx, could say, for severe weather. And today that was kind of the case. I finished my breakfast just in time for the warning to pop up for Monroe. So I guess you're welcome because I ate. If you're in Monroe County, you got that severe warning because of me. I don't know.
Got some wind gust reports coming in. We have the Detroit Metro Airport gusting to 36. We also have Willow Run Airport gusting to 35 with this line. So it is well below severe limits at this point.
Our food schedule isn't the only thing that takes a hit during the summer. It's also our sleep schedule. Rain threat today is less than 1%. Currently, we're not seeing any storms that are exhibiting rotation as well.
We're always watching for it.
Correct. We are without the Grand Rapids radar today, so we're just using DTX plus the airport radar, and then to an extent the Gaylord and the Cassett radar over there in Ontario.
Yeah, and right now taking a look across the state, just some scattered showers here. The heaviest of rain, maybe a brief lightning strike or two. It's going to be just north of Canton here in the northwest part of Wayne County. It's be moving into Oakland County here relatively soon.
I missed the late night crew. We'll be back. We'll have those days this summer for sure.
Oh,
It's only March 5. Keep that in mind. Probably the Detroit. If you're trying to get radar for Lansing, it would probably be the Detroit radar. North Webster is fine, but Detroit is closer down the road. Cody says no sound. It should be on. It'd probably be on your end. We're currently speaking. I can hear Ryan. Don brings up a good point. Again, we are live for every single severe warning in the state. We did it successfully on a volunteer basis in 2024. Now that we're full-time, we plan to do the same thing here in 2025. So if you haven't followed along on mainly Facebook, because that's where everything gets posted, and our live streams, we're also live on Twitch and YouTube today. Feel free to follow us there. Again, every single severe and tornado warning will be live here, covering it for you guys from beginning to end, as our slogan says. I have sideways rain now coming down at my apartment in Mount Pleasant.
Do we have a Mount Pleasant sky cam we can take?
Nope. I'm currently hooked up to it, so. As in.
And the sun is back out in Dexter. Yep, you'll be off and on sun today. Looks like the NWS just put a new statement out for pretty much all of Oakland and Macomb counties, as well as southern St. Clair County. They're going to go winds in excess of 40 miles per hour and pea-sized hail. So these line of showers and storms. Right now it's just showers. I don't see any lightning with this. But relatively speaking, it's pretty weak in nature. So that is the best news we can have so far.
We also, again, if you have anybody that might be out ice fishing or boating on a day like today, there are special marine warnings in effect all up and down the Detroit, St. Clair rivers and Lake St. Clair itself. So let them know. Gusty wind, small hail coming their way. Riffraff, send us a message on Messenger about perhaps getting a Skycam set up. So that way we can talk to you about it behind the scenes as Ryan gets a squeaky chair and a cat.
Indeed.
Introduce our new people. What's the cat's name?
Pippi.
There you go. Chunky kitty.
Oh, yeah, she is. She is indeed a chunky kitty.
I have a correlation coefficient radar pulled up on my second radar right now, and I can see a lot of yellows and greens mixing in, which is some bright banding, as we call it, meaning a lot of rain mixing to a wintry mix in the higher levels. So a lot of these thunderstorms that you see out there today are actually falling as snow first, or obviously small hail as well. But then it is turning to rain as you get down towards the surface where the warm air is advecting in. Our Twitch username is MI Storm Chasers. We are closing in on our first 100 followers on Twitch. We're brand new to Twitch, so if you have a Twitch account, feel free to follow us over there. All our severe live streams are there, and on occasion we do some gaming live streams as well when we're in their downtime. So feel free to check it out. And I will mention this, Ryan. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fix this in the future, but the delay on Twitch is the lowest. I don't know about Facebook, but I know Twitch is pretty quick. It's your emotional support cat.
She looks enthused. She's happy though. She's usually begging to get out of my arms, but not today. All this fur.
Wow. Yeah. This is what happens in our downtime a little bit. We got to pass the time somehow before or between severe storms. Right now, obviously, if you're just tuning in, we have special weather statements out there for Washtenaw, Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb, as well as southern St. Clair counties. All 4 50-mile-per-hour winds and some 40-mile-per-hour winds now, and some pea-sized hail. So a little bit gusty. Call them gusty showers out there today. We did have a severe thunderstorm warning for Monroe County about half hour ago now. That has been allowed to expire since the storms are moving relatively quick off to the northeast. Yeah, that's basically your update right now. We have nothing else out there, just scattered showers going on around the rest of the state. Watching for some perhaps tiny little thunderstorms in central Michigan and perhaps up toward northern Michigan around the cold core of the low.
Hey, I hear you, Ryan.
Thanks for asking.
We got
Go
Marky Mark with a $20 super chat. What time frame do you expect the flash freeze if we do have one? It depends on what part of the state you're in. The west part of the state, as early as 6 or 7 p.m. If you're on the eastern part of the state, it could be as late as 2 or 3 in the morning. And also, thank you for your support there, Marky Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
This storm, Joel, is looking pretty weak in nature. I'd probably be okay to hop out of here, honestly. There's nothing imminent.
I switch back to velocity here, double check.
We got a member coming back for 8 months. Linodium, thank you for coming back and becoming a member here. Staying a member, should I say. Your support is also appreciated.
Thank you.
Do you guys have walkies now? We utilize a software called Zello, which you guys can't hear it, but we're both connected to our operations on the back end.
Actually going to pull that up.
All right, cool. Just want to check, make sure my audio is going through. Hello, Ashley. Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys don't hear me, it's on your end. If I need to up my microphone, I can do that.
I'll open Twitch and see. If you speak Ryan on Twitch, I'll listen to hear how it sounds.
All right, well, I can go ahead and do a little spiel here about the line of storms that prompted a severe warning down here in Monroe County. It has since moved up past Wayne, past Washtenaw, now entering Oakland and Macomb counties. Although these do not appear to be severe, gusty winds may occur with these storms. So, nothing imminent right now. How do I sound, Joel?
A little quiet. Like, I can still hear you pretty well, though. It's just a tad quiet.
Well, we are going to turn that bad boy up. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. That bumped it up to 150.
Because we got a good point. That cell in Lansing's starting to go a little bit.
Indeed, it is.
It's in a really good, favorable area.
And the unfortunate part of it is we only have one radar today based on, well, we have two really. We have Detroit, we have Gaylord. The Grand Rapids radar is not operational right now. It is down for maintenance. Technicians are working on it, but there's no uptime expected. So we're going to be basing everything today off of the Detroit radar.
Those are just tuning in. Again, the warning bar on the bottom is scrolling through active warnings, watches, advisories. That'll be on the screen this entire year. It's one of our new features here, part of our newest software. Well requested, and obviously have the live date and time as well. So something really handy for you guys if you're wondering about current alerts out there. As you can see, the highest active alert right now is a blizzard warning. So nothing severe. There's a anytime there's a severe warning, it'll take precedent over the blizzard warning. So right now, blizzard warning is the highest. So that means no severe warnings are out there at the current time. It's got a warning in Oxford. You guys are under a special weather statement in Oxford right now. There's no current severe warnings.
Yeah, and going off that as well, these storms do not look threatening right now for severe weather. Everything looks below severe limits.
You guys will see special weather statement a lot this year. That is basically the step below severe warning. So they're used when you have like small hail and winds that are just below severe criteria. So severe criteria for winds is 60 miles per hour, technically 58, but 60 miles per hour is usually what they judge it off of, and 1-inch hail. Special weather statements are basically any hail between a quarter of an inch and 3/4 of an inch, as well as winds from, I think they start at 30 or 35 all the way up to 55. So it's like a sub-severe storm, essentially. Severe weather definitely still on the table later this afternoon and evening. We're watching some low-level instability out there right now that would primarily impact the Thumb region, mainly to the east of I-75, although a couple rogue strong storms may trickle up Shiawassee, Saginaw, toward Midland and Bay counties as well. Primarily that storm we're watching on the west or east side of Lansing right now. So Ryan's circling it. Elsewhere, if you are in west and central Michigan, although our radar again not working in Grand Rapids, as well as up in northern lower, thunderstorms are possible tonight, but not really at the severe variety. Chandler's in here watching on YouTube. Welcome in, Chandler. We're back. Severe weather coverage, part 1 of probably many to come this year. Yeah, Oakland County is under the gun, I guess you could say, for perhaps a rogue severe storm today. As we saw, that severe thunderstorm warning was for Monroe. That is the same line of storms currently in Oakland County right now, but Oakland County not seeing any severe storms currently. As downtrended, I guess you could call it. If you missed our severe weather graphics, our severe weather outlook that we posted just before we went live, about an hour before we went live, it is on our Facebook page. We are doing in-house. This is requested by you guys. In-house, we brought back the in-house forecast graphics for this year. So we're making our own severe weather outlooks with 3 different other graphics for wind, hail, and tornado risks. So feel free to check that out. It is there. I'm not sure. We don't have a pin, do we?
What was that, Joel?
Honestly, forgot. Sorry, I saw a text at the same time you said that.
Yeah, I'm working on something here too. But our forecast for today, as well as our yearly outlook,
that.
it's pinned to our page.
Yeah, sorry, that was what I was asking about, the pinned.
Yep, it is all pinned. And if one of the moderators could, on YouTube, do the forecast prompt, you'll give you a direct link there on YouTube. So apparently our Zello is coming through the stream, so we can talk to our chasers while on stream here, which I didn't realize it was like that, but we can. So.
I'm not hearing anything because I have the stream muted. I'm just listening through my OBS software, so that's why I'm not hearing Zello. But
Gotcha.
I do have Zello pulled up on my alternate laptop here, so if anything does come through, I can hear it.
Okay. It's being broadcasted through the stream, so anything we say on Zello is going up. But I'm going to pop out of here. I don't know if we want to end it soon or stay on standby for a while, but I am past my breakfast time, so I'm going to pop out. I'll be right back with some food.
Okay, if you want to take my radar, go for it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and flip over to Joel's scene here. So you guys enjoy Joel.
Perfect.
I'll be back.
Sounds good. So we'll go up here to PCs. I guess my source was muted for some reason. Can you hear me now? Hi. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. They can hear me now. Did you fix it, Ryan?
I don't know if I muted my mic and I muted my desktop audio. I guess if I mute that, I'll mute you too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I'm coming through on Discord, I think.
That makes sense. Okay.
I was sitting here giving a whole spiel, and everyone's like, "You're muted."
I thought it was on my end. That's not my bad, guys. My bad. We're good. We're good.
Shame. Everybody shame Ryan. It was not me. There's comments in here saying, "Oh boy, here we go."
This is why we test stuff now.
Soft launch, if you will. I was talking about the rain showers up in northern Michigan a little bit. Um, Currently, no thunderstorms, and then I was also mentioning about how there's a flash freeze tonight. So if you are traveling tomorrow morning to work, temperatures again today in the 50s. We'll be quickly switching down into the mid 20s by tomorrow morning, and again with those grounds being relatively hard, it'll be hard for that rain to seep in. So it'll be a lot of standing water out there that'll quickly turn into an ice rink. I hear a microwave. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, everyone's probably like, Ryan has no audio. And I'm talking to nobody. Yes, no current warnings out there, as Dawn says in chat. Right now on your screen is a special weather statement. And this is for 40-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail. Moving off to the northeast at about the same. Actually, it's moving off to the northeast at a speed faster than the actual gust of the surface, so 45 miles per hour. We also just had a marine wind report come in of 40-mile-per-hour gusts at the Lake St. Clair Metro Park Mesonet site. So definitely confirmed gusty winds out there at up to 40. Keep that in mind if you are. If you have trash cans, I guess you could say out there, we have the trash can window meter activated for scavenger hunt today. So either way. Ryan is in the process of getting his food, everybody. So you know how the rules work. Probably. We'll see, though. There's not really anything right now that pops out except for this storm that just fired up in Livingston County. Looking at ZDR, which is updraft strength. It's kind of moderate. A good downpour at the very least. Not too much in the way of hail yet, though, so it looks like it's just a downpour. Yep. Just flipping through all my radar products here to confirm that.
Nice blue sky in Dearborn.
Sarah in Facebook asks, is there anything recommended that will calm storm anxiety this season? Actually, we do have a Discord channel with a room specifically for that. So if you want to join us on Discord, some of our moderators over there help out with that. I think, oh, commands don't work on Facebook, do they? Through the bot? Yeah. Yeah, so if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, there are a bunch of hidden commands that you can do to get quick information. You'll see our mods doing it a lot. You'll see like exclamation point Discord, exclamation point rules, stuff like that. Again, those are only able to be used on YouTube and Twitch because Facebook is very not user friendly in terms of live streaming. So it's just very one dimensional, I guess you could say. But we're going to still always be live on Facebook if that is your preferred method of watching us. Blizzard warning currently right now is in the western UP, so counties like Houghton, Okanagan, Gogebic, Barega, Marquette, and oh boy, let me see. I think Iron County might be in a blizzard warning as well. Oh, and Keweenaw County, obviously. So it's about 5 or 6 different counties up there in the UP right now that are under a blizzard warning. And again, that is our highest active alert out there in the state right now. If we had a severe thunderstorm warning, that would take precedent over on the bottom of the screen. But again, we do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings out there right now, just a special weather statement. Starting to see some gusty winds, perhaps starting to mix down to the surface. Entering Howell. Probably about 40, 45 there. And again, this tan box is going to be, now it switches between Ryan's screen and my screen. The tan box is your special weather statement, is the only alert we have in the state right now besides all the winter weather alerts. For those who are just tuning in, it has 40-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail with this line that is currently moving through Oakland and southern Macomb County. And we are now additionally watching some storms firing in Livingston and Shiawassee County, which these were modeled, I know Ryan's in the background here, but these were modeled to be some of our stronger storms of the afternoon, so we'll have to keep an eye on them as they move up the US 23 I-75 corridor. No, Traverse City, you guys are not likely to get severe tonight. So accumulation for Western UP, we released a map yesterday calling for 9 to 15 inches. I believe that was what the totals were. We released a map for our Patreon members in our graphics. I don't know if that's been put out yet, actually, because we had the severe one. But there's one that's at least coming first to our Patreon members. That's 6 to 10 inches of additional snow from 11 o'clock this morning through the end of the event, which would be about 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Unless you're in the ranges west of Marquette, the upper topographic regions there are in the 8 to 14 inch category, not 18. 18 total between the entire event, for sure, but 8 to 14 additional on top of what's already fallen. So. Julie makes a good point here in chat. If you do have any storm clouds that you just want to post freely, again, Discord is a good place to do that. We have a bunch of different sub channels in the Discord channel. It's basically like a community forum with a bunch of different topics, and you can post your photographs in either Photographer's Paradise channel or our Day One or Weather channel on Discord. There's a couple different options you can post in there, but as a community feel to it, if you would like to chat with us, we are there for you guys. I will mention, if you do join the Discord, make sure to format your nickname so it is like the rest of us. Every once in a while, we double check and make sure everyone has it the way we want it to be. Discord is going to be discord.gg/Michigan Storm Chasers. Hopefully that works. The link was not working last time we checked, but we'll see about it now. We have people asking over on Facebook. Unfortunately, we can't do the command !Discord on Facebook. Pull up the link, but it is discord.gg/Michigan Storm Chasers. Blizzard warning is going to be for the Western UP. If you see on the very bottom of the screen there, it says active Michigan alerts. That is, for a disclaimer, throughout this year, you'll see that. That is going to be every alert in Michigan that pops up, and sometimes in northern Indiana, because northern Indiana's office covers Michigan counties as well as Indiana and even some of Ohio's counties. But every single alert in the state will be posted down there. So if you're ever wondering where the highest active alert is, it'll eventually scroll through. And I can tell you for certain right now that is going to be the Western UP. So places like Marquette, Bariga, Ontonagon, Keweenaw, Houghton, and Gojibik counties. There it is right there. It doesn't list all the counties, but we're working on getting them all displayed. No problem.
Oh my.
He's back.
I am back. My camera's not. There we go.
So if you want to go back to your scene, go for it.
Gladly. Yeah, these showers and storms do not look very organized at all, honestly. The heaviest one, I think Joel's mentioned this several times, is here in Livingston County, near Genoa, Marion Township. Moving northeast here at about 40 to 50 miles per hour as my cat is being annoying now. There we go. Let her go. There we go. Special weather statements continue for Macomb and Oakland counties. These will expire in about a half hour or so, but the showers and storms that have prompted the statement have since weakened quite significantly.
How's the volume for you guys? From Ryan specifically. I saw there's another comment here saying it's very low.
I'm on 150%.
Double check to make sure it's turned up on your end as well. Not you, Ryan, but the viewers. It sounds pretty good on like when I go and listen through Twitch, it sounds pretty good. Chandler says it's a little low.
How about now?
Correct, Christina. If you join Discord, make sure to re-nickname yourself to your name, a preferred name, and the county you live in. So that way we know if you're sending in any like severe weather reports during the heart of severe season, we know what county it is from. If you have a really common like first name as well, adding a last initial does help. Waterford between airport and the KDTX radar. The rain split right around me. It's blue sky and sunny right now. Yeah, look at that. Not right around the radar site. It's actually all fizzling apart there. Yes, Discord is an app. So if you do join the Discord channel, make sure to change your name on there to a first name and the county. Holly says Ryan sounds fine. I think he's just a soft-spoken person, so it can come off more of a gentle voice.
Someone gets it. We have Drew about to give an update here.
Go ahead and take him.
He's going to be on Zello,
Unless
so
he's
it'll
not.
come through automatically.
Okay. Yeah, we went live for a severe thunderstorm earlier in Monroe County. That is currently not there anymore, obviously. What you see on your screen are blue boxes, meaning special weather statements. If my radar was pulled up, it would be a tan box, but that is special weather statement nevertheless for 40 mile per hour winds and pea-sized hail. We're also watching a couple stronger downpours in Shiawassee and Livingston counties right now. So Owasso, Howell.
We got Drew about to give an update here. Should come through automatically.
What's up, Ryan? What's up, Joel? What's up, guys that are watching the stream? Right now, I'm just northwest of Flint and watching those cells, especially the cells by Heartland Township. Those are the ones I'm going to be targeting later on as they continue to move northeast.
Copy that, Drew. Thanks for the update. Did you guys hear him okay? Let us know. Thank you, Red Wing Fan 170, for becoming a member here. Appreciate your support of the channel. New SWS now just popped in for Flint. It's going to be Genesee County and also the eastern half of Livingston. Winds in excess of 40 miles per hour and pea-sized hail as that storm continues to strengthen. Pretty good gust front on that, looks like. That's going to be heading right for our Burton cam, Joel. We'll have a good look at that coming up here pretty soon.
Oh, nice. Actually, it's facing south, so you could probably pull that in.
Yeah, yep.
People said loud and clear. That blasted my speakers. Perfect. Hearing them loud is better than hearing it, or hearing them loud is better than not hearing them at all, I guess you could say.
I can also turn my desktop audio down just a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That may bring Joel down further, though. So Joel might be quieter now.
Darn. There's nothing I can do on my end either. Anyone else here guilty of having their windows open on a day like today? I'm raising my hand. Ryan's raising his hand. It's sideways rain and it's starting to come in the window, but it is 50 degrees outside and I'm not complaining. Yeah, Shiawassee County was the cell in Shiawassee County was the storm that went by Langsburg. It is over Owasso right now. That is not currently special weather statemented. The one that is just went through Howell though is, and that is heading up towards Linden, Fenton, and eventually into the Grand Blanc, and perhaps if it can stay together, Schwartz Creek and Flint. It's moving pretty much north-northeast. No problem.
Does this sound any better in terms of volume? Red, thank you for the super chat. $20 super chat says, so are things going a little sideways? Uh, Today's one of those days where not much is expected to happen, but we already had one severe storm go warned back in Monroe County. We could have a few more by the time the day is over. So we'll have to kind of wait and see at this point. Yeah, so I switched my microphone to my headset versus the more expensive microphone here. So I don't know what's going on with it. So we'll just run off this and I'll try and fix this with Joel later today or sometime in the future.
I believe you yourself are coming through that microphone still on Discord, so I can hear you coming through the other one.
We have a whole setup here, guys.
we got all these little like sources going here and there and everywhere. It's a lot of fun. But this is what happens when we have our own customizable software. Now we can do pretty much anything we want with it. Julie says get a refund.
Yeah, it's too late for that. It wasn't a cheap microphone either. In fact, this is actually a pretty well-known microphone. So I think it's just more so I gotta mess with the audio settings to get it to be a little bit better because it has all the advanced tech that any other microphone would have.
I do want to bring your attention to that storm in Livingston County right now. It is starting to bow out in the central part of it, right as it crossed over M59 there, heading up pretty much US 20 on the west side of US 23. If you switch over to the velocity, you can also see that kind of bowing out a little bit. Right now, winds up to 35 in that spot, but that is about 1,000 feet off the ground. So, got any trash cans or other outdoor objects that are very light in nature, make sure to bring them in if you are living there in northern Livingston County and southern Genesee County. It says heading your way. This is also going to clip portions of northwest Oakland County, so places like Holly, over towards Ortonville as well. Could see some gusts up to 40 here in the next half hour to 45 minutes. Again, with new software, we will try to reiterate everything that you're seeing on your screen here. So again, it's a lot of new stuff. But at the top of the screen, you can see that's all the promotional stuff. So you have all the links to our channels and stuff up there, plus our sponsors. Shout out sponsors, of course, for keeping these streams running. And then down here on the bottom, point to it down there, is our new active warning bar. Very, very nice. And it will be always showing the highest active alert. We have a list kind of behind the scenes of what we can kind of tell you, like what the highest alert is. So obviously severe thunderstorm warning is always going to take precedent over a blizzard warning. So that's why you don't see any severe warnings out there right now, because there is none. And then at the bottom below that, you see active Michigan alerts. And that is just a rolling list of all the alerts in Michigan right now. So it's very helpful if you're wondering what places are under alert out there. So if you come and tune in 15 minutes late to a stream, you can kind of scroll through the bottom. If we're tracking a storm that's maybe elsewhere from your location, you can always check the warnings at the bottom. So something new this year. I have a couple pixels of 40 miles per hour now. Latest scan for that storm in Livingston County. Right at the apex of that little bit of a Boeing segment there. Love how the highest active warning is a winter warning. Yep.
Welcome to Michigan.
Yeah, technically, I think our special weather statements aren't currently working, but special weather statements do take priority over blizzard warnings, mainly because it's convective severe weather. But given today's kind of just a low end day, having blizzard warning up is not a bad idea. And that blizzard warning is for about 6 different counties in the UP. So Western UP especially, if you know you're up there or traveling up there in the next 18 hours, that is for you guys. Set to expire at 1 a.m. Got some scud outside my window. Also, Ryan, we're twinning.
Got that good old MSC polo on. Got our
Mhm.
headsets on as well.
Yep.
Need a hat.
Eventually, you guys will get to see us in front of the green screen.
We could technically do it now if you wanted to.
We could, but we don't really need to.
Yeah, let's not complicate things in our first severe stream this season. Are we going to get winter weather advisories for blowing snow once it falls for lower and mid Michigan? Likely not. I wouldn't expect them to issue advisories. We could see special weather statements, yeah, for the slick travel tonight into the morning hours of Thursday. I wouldn't really think they'd issue any advisories, though. It's not going to be a significant amount of snow. And again, that flash freeze is going to be dependent on if you have wet roads. There's going to be some places in Michigan that will have wet roads and some that don't. So if you don't have wet roads when the temperatures drop, you're going to be just fine. New scan coming in here. Doesn't appear to be severe, but would expect there to be some gusty winds there. We actually have a camera set up with our partners, Guardian Technologies in Burton, that is actually facing south here. So as that storm approaches the Burton area, we'll probably be able to take a look at that. Joel, I can probably save a video from my phone and upload it into the source tab here, can't I, and play it?
Actually, yeah.
So we'll do that once we get a look at that.
Dense fog weather definitely possible. You have to have it be calmer winds at the surface, of course. Unfortunately, tonight we're not going to get too much calm in terms of the wind. But if it was calm, then yes. We saw a little bit last night, actually, at least in Mount Pleasant. The red you saw on radar, if I recall, that was probably the velocity radar, is outbound winds.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
you switch it back there.
Yep, I did. You're good.
So the radar site there is in Oakland County, where it says KDTX. And anytime you have reds on the velocity radar, that means winds are blowing away. Anytime you have greens, that's winds blowing towards. And we use this radar product to find out where there's strong damaging winds, perhaps a downburst, and obviously in events of super severe weather, tornadoes. So we would look for reds and greens like super close together and also very, very bright. And obviously today we are not seeing that at all. So again, the chance for a tornado today is literally less than 1%. So 99% chance that it does not happen.
A couple higher end wind gust reports coming in behind this line back in southeast Michigan, so not associated with any thunderstorms or any showers. Let's go ahead and read some of these off here. We have, pull this back up. Adrian gusting to 38. Ann Arbor, 38. We have the Belleville gusting to 45 at Willow Run Airport. We got 36 still at the Detroit Airport. We have 40 in Mason and 40 miles per hour in the West Bloomfield Township area. So pretty gusty behind this line that's moving through. And that line is now completely just showers up in the thumb. But we do have a couple areas to watch in Genesee as well as Livingston counties here, moving up into the western part of Oakland. Animate that. That's going to be a statement for 40 mile per hour winds and pea-size hail.
I'm going to look at Mezzo behind the scenes here.
Go for it.
By the way, our low pressure center right now is up in the Traverse City area at let me get to the surface observations here. 981 millibar low. That's pretty deep. So if you are susceptible to pressure changes, that is a very decent low pressure system out there today. We usually see low pressure systems around 995, 1,000, 1,005. So the fact that it's a 980 today is pretty impressive.
Joel, I'm going to try to load that video in as a test and see if it works.
Okay.
So this is going to be our camera based out of the Burton area. I had to save a file from my phone to my computer, so we'll see if this actually plays or not. Is it? So that is the camera facing south in the Burton area. apologies. So we'll keep an eye on that camera as we get this line of storms approaching. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I couldn't hear any sound on that video. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we can actually mute it.
Oops.
Apologies.
Jump scare. Yeah, for those who are just tuning in, our active alerts are scrolling on the bottom of the screen so you can see which counties are active for certain alert types. So right now that means so blizzard warnings just popping in right now. So Baraga, Marquette. It only lists a couple of the counties. We're gonna work on getting more of them in there. But Baraga, Marquette. I know Houghton, Ontonagon, Gojabik, and Keweenaw are also included in that blizzard warning. And perhaps Iron. Video feed was around 15 decibels higher than you guys. That's insanely loud.
We will we'll fix that next time. It's crazy because I couldn't hear a thing on my end.
I don't have the stream unmuted because I'm just listening to you again through my streaming software. So and say if Chandler or Kayla want to jump in, they definitely can. They just have to jump in with their video ninja link
And join Discord.
and that. But yeah. Are there more lines expected to form after this one? So it's just kind of a whole plethora of scattered cells across the state today, given that it's in the vicinity of the low. So just a bunch of cells kind of circling around each other. So there's not really any lines out there today. So we're just kind of keeping our eyes out, just here, there, everywhere in terms of active weather.
A cell in Ontario is producing some lightning there. So if you're over by the Port Huron Marine City area, you may be hearing some thunder with that.
I literally jumped out of my seat at work. We're sorry. Didn't mean to. Getting to a point where I'm starting to pick up some hail a little bit, I believe. Just a little bit. At least there's some pink starting to mix in on GR2.
This line is shower.
What? You stopped. You hesitated.
Yeah, I know. I'll send you what I'm seeing.
Okay.
You're going to give me 2 minutes.
Mezzo doesn't. It's just only the only thing going for it right now is. I'm checking. It's got 75 joules of 3 cape. And not so much surface fort, so 500 joules of surface based, 175 of 0 to 3. So it's a very, very limited atmosphere out there, is the TLDR of what we're talking about right now. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. Yeah, it was a long time coming for the meteorology degree. Glad to finally have it. Be with you guys through 2025 here. Getting close in Burton, pretty dark behind my apartment. Says Andrea.
Yeah, I got the
That's
Burton
really the
cam
only
pulled up. Go ahead.
That's really the only storm we're seeing out there right now that's worth anything. There is a storm up by Chesaning and Montrose heading towards Bertrand and Frankenmuth, but that storm is currently very, very weak as well. Winds up to 25 there, gusting. So that'd be heading closest city right now is Montrose and Burt. It just timed out Trash Panda for saying ASMR in all caps.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's very touchy in terms of using all caps, so you do have to be careful. Is it more than 4 caps or is it exactly 4 caps?
It's more than 4, or it's 4 or more.
Okay.
I can
So you can
change
get
that
away
to
with
5.
Yeah. I was gonna say. If you do get timed out, usually I think it's like a 30-second timeout, so you'll be back
The
shortly.
caps is actually a 3-minute timeout.
Oh, really?
Mm.
It was 30 seconds. Well, there you
It
go.
was, and we changed it. So Fenton, Holly, Lake Fenton, Grand Blanc, Atlas, Ortonville, you guys are up on deck for this. Gusty winds is the only concern that we have with this particular um, line of showers here. There's no lightning that I'm seeing with this. It's about to cross 75 here. We have a camera set up in Burt. We'll get a good look at the storm as it passes over. I'm actually watching it right now on my phone. So once it gets closer, we'll pop it into the stream here, and we'll mute it so you guys aren't deafened by the audio from it.
That means I'm muted, probably. The special weather statement for eastern Oakland and Macomb County has been allowed to expire. I'm not sure if I'm unmuted or not right now, but yeah, just figured I'd say that. You didn't mute me, did you?
No.
Okay.
Nope, not at all.
Light blue shading is your special weather statement. On my radar, it would be a tan box. On Ryan's, it is a light blue.
Yeah, it's getting closer. It's on the horizon here on the camera too. Go ahead and take a look at our chasers who potentially may be out and about. And we don't really have much anybody out there right now.
Yes, Trash Panda, you can speak now. Tad face. No, you're good. It's not us that muted you. It was the automated bot. So don't worry. The message when you do get muted is kind of funny. Go to your timeout corner. Yes, we have a bunch of automated things now in the streams that will help with moderation because as we get into our severe weather season, there'll be thousands of people watching. So chat will be flying through at a million miles per hour, as you guys have seen before. It'll kind of help funnel some of those out. So. Right, I'm gonna be back in just a couple minutes here. If you want to go take scene 24 and put you in a corner cam, go for it. You won't be able to hear me though, so that's okay.
Let's keep it right on here. It's all good.
Okay, I'll be back.
Alrighty, you guys are gonna be stuck with me here for a couple minutes. And I am working on a couple things here on the background. So there's nothing really concerning with these cells right now. Again, there's a very low chance of a second severe storm today. We already had one warning in Monroe earlier, just after noon today. And we are keeping a close eye for any more potential gusty winds or perhaps a large hailstone or two. Sorry for delay. Thunder over St. Clair, 12:03 p.m. Thank you, Mike, for that report. Yeah, they have one storm over there still that's producing some good lightning just across the Canadian border there, over here by the forest, Plimpton, Wyoming area. Our concern is not very high with these cells. The heaviest cell appears to be approaching the Grand Blanc and Burton areas. I'm keeping an eye on our Burton camera here as it gets closer. Go ahead and show you guys what it looks like here in just a few minutes. Just right now, just general rain showers that bring some gusty winds, maybe some small hail at most. I don't see any lightning with these. Grand Blanc, you're about to get some decent rain there for a brief time. It's a very thin line here. It's very thin in nature, only lasts about 5 minutes or so. But good soaking rain in the meantime. About to show you guys the view here from Burton. There it is. This should be muted for you guys. Should be, keyword. And you guys should be able to see that now. You shouldn't hear it, but that is the view looking south as of about 2 minutes ago from the Burton area.
We're good on audio.
Awesome. Sweet.
Kind of cool to see the actual shape of the cloud on radar and in real time from the camera.
Yep, there's a shelf cloud on it now coming into view.
Nice.
We'll have ability in the future here to pull these cams up live and watch them with you guys live. We just don't have that ability just yet to do so, but it is coming very soon.
Nice. I don't think you mentioned this, but a couple more marine thunderstorm wind gusts came in from Lake St. Clair. 43 at, is it Pesh Island Light? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. The Grosse Pointe Yacht Club measured 41 and bumped up from 40 to 46 at the Lake St. Clair Metro Park. So a couple sub-severe gusts on Lake St. Clair this afternoon from that line of storms. Definitely miss these live streams. Bring on storm season 2025. Right there with you, Ashley. We're here to cover from beginning to end for all types of severe weather, even on days when one warning is issued, and then we have 3 hours of special weather statements. But that is what we're here for, because we see the possibility that it could go warned again. And why do 2 separate streams when you can just have it in one? Quick reset here. It is 1:47 on your Wednesday afternoon. Time is displayed now officially on the bottom right side of the screen, so you can always double check and see if you're synced up. I will say there's a little bit of a delay in terms of where you're watching from. I know we're about 20-second delay on YouTube, maybe Facebook as well, but Twitch, I know it's like a 5-second delay. So as long as you're within a minute, it should be good. I am Chief Meteorologist Joel Fritzma alongside Ryan up there in the top, and it's our goal this year to cover these storms from beginning to end like we did in 2024. So if you haven't already followed along, feel free to hit that follow button and the like button to share your support of all things Michigan Storm Chasers. It's the best way to just support for absolutely free. And it's always good to make sure you're following us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, at least 2 of the platforms, just in case one of the platforms does go down. Again, we are multi-streaming on all of them. We'll mention that we'll probably mention that a lot throughout the summer. So doing that now, best way to never be out of the loop. And if you missed it at the beginning of the streams, if you do !notify if you're watching on Facebook, you'll be notified anytime we go live for severe weather this summer. Somebody is pounding a hammer right now. Working on the apartment next door. Raining sideways in Holly. Thank you for that. The storms are moving pretty quick at 45 to 50 miles per hour at times, so the rain will be driven by that speed.
Ryan, Joel, I'm currently heading south towards that Benton cell. We'll have a live shot here very shortly.
Sounds good. When you do have a shot, let me know and I'll take your screen.
Small hail and rain in Grand Blanc. Thank you for that. That's actually very good to know for the ground truth. As Julie says here in chat, if it is safe, when it is safe to do so, make sure to accurately measure it, send it in. Obviously, safety's first, so seek shelter until the storm does pass. Yeah, cloud to ground lightning is possible out there today. We have not seen any of it quite yet, but lightning density on the model runs has shown an uptick, at least throughout the afternoon hours into the evening. So don't let your guard down. Cloud to ground lightning is possible even on a rather chilly, although compared to how the winter's been, March day. We'll take 50 degrees on March 5th. Average temperatures this time of the year are pretty much right around here anyways, so kind of easing into spring. Yes, our chance for a tornado today is less than 1%. So a 99% chance, if you want to think about the opposite way, a 99% chance that it doesn't happen. And really it'd be in like the form of like a land spout. But anything rooted within the these cells that are passing by would be a weak tornado technically. So you're saying there's a chance. There's always a chance, yeah. Very, very low.
We have a nice view on the Burton cam here. I'm going to try and get another video pulled in for you guys. Nice shelf cloud.
Another thing while he is doing that, if you are watching on any platform right now, we are now live streaming in full 1080p 60 frames per second HD. So if your device, either YouTube, it's usually YouTube that does this, press the little gear button and double check to make sure it's in 1080p 60 frames per second. Sometimes it defaults to like 480. Don't know why, but we're in crisp, clear, full HD, so feel free to click on that if you haven't. Another upgrade that we got with our new software. Is Clio in the path? Gotta find it. They are outside of that special weather statement right now, just north of Mount Morris there. You guys should have already received a little bit of rain and gusty winds, actually, about 5 minutes ago. But the storm down the line is currently over Grand Blanc, Goodrich, heading up towards Davidson right now. Currently also raining in downtown Flint. If you're in Flint right now, you might be seeing some small hail as well. Notice there's a little bit of a pink speck there on base reflectivity. Thank you guys for following. Appreciate you. I think we're closing in on 100 followers on our new Twitch channel as well. So if you haven't followed us on Twitch yet, thank you. Feel free to do that. Where's my 4K forecast? 1080 is not enough, JK. We would break you guys' devices if we were streaming in 4K. A lot of devices, even iPhones, can't stream in like 4K. So.
All right, got another view in here from Garge and Cam and Burton. Nice shelf cloud on it. We're going to click OK. There we go. Can you guys see that okay?
Oh, wow.
As of about 2 minutes ago there. Nice looking cloud base there. I'll go ahead and play that again.
You can see the heavier core off to the left there.
Yep.
Down the road. Again, that is looking pretty much due south, right down the road.
Yep.
Shout out Garjan, as always. For the cams.
Yeah, very nice view there.
Mm-hmm. Drew says he's about to have a view.
Yes, this is Radar Omega. We use a plethora of radar software though, but for broadcasting, I use Omega.
If you take scene 8, you can see I'm also using GR2 in the background.
Yeah, and then there's Joel.
As you can see, our special weather statements are different colors as well.
Yep.
Started raining in Grand Blanc. There was no wind, and then it all hit at once. That's a very, very skinny storm. I believe Ryan mentioned it was about 2 miles in width. Not
Yeah.
sure if I think it looks like it's still 2 miles in width as well. And when these storms moving off to the north at 45, even upwards of 50 miles per hour, these storms are going to be boom, boom in like 5 minutes time.
The main heavier band of precip is just over 2 miles in length, but the whole band itself is about 7 miles or so. But
Yeah.
the very heavy stuff is going to last like 1 or 2 minutes or 1 or 2 miles. This line is moving through Flint, Burton, Davison, Grand Blanc, Flint, Burton, Grand Blanc. It's going to be moving toward Davison and Atlas along 69 here. We're about to see how windy it's going to be here off the Skycam. Dawn, if you can hear me, try it. It should be active. I think once this storm is past the camera, I'm going to go back and get a time lapse of it because I think it's a really good view and really good angle on it.
Very dark in downtown Flint. Yeah, similar to kind of what we're seeing on our Burton cam just down the road there. Miniature shelf cloud moving in. This is indicative of winds rushing out from the storm. You can see it there mainly on the right side of the screen where that base is.
And that was about 5 minutes old, just so you guys know. That's not current.
Yeah.
We'll have the ability to pull those cameras in the future here live, but right now we're still working on getting it all set up. So
It's a slow ease into everything, I guess you could say.
Yep.
You want to see if Drew's in here? I know he was going to come in.
Nope.
Try refreshing.
Nope.
All in all, pretty quiet in here today. We had one severe thunderstorm warning, and ever since we went live about 2 hours ago now, we went live exactly at noon for that severe thunderstorm warning back in Monroe County. Again, that was 2 hours ago. Since then, we've had a couple special weather statements pop up, including one that's currently active for Genesee County, also in effect for Livingston and Oakland, but they don't really trim special weather statements. So Livingston, Oakland, you guys are in the clear for that special weather statement, which is for 40-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail. We'll have probably busier days than this, but this is kind of a slow start to spring, which is good. Watching a couple other stronger cells starting to pop up now in Saginaw County there.
Also want to point out we have some power outages coming in. I don't think they were reported earlier this morning though, but we have a couple decent ones up in the Tri-City area.
Drew says his cam's on.
All right, let's go ahead and take Drew. I'm not sure he'll be able to talk to us. He's still working out the bugs with
Guys, I got a live view of some pretty cool structure right by Fenton.
Drew, you're live with us. Go ahead.
Oh, we see him. That's pretty cool. That's nice and crisp too.
Yep.
I know the viewers can't hear me, but that's pretty crisp.
They can hear you just fine.
Wait, really? Oh, because desktop audio.
Yep.
Beautiful.
All right, let's go ahead and take back our radar here.
Nice. That was a nice low topped view there. Days like today. Yeah, those echo tops up there right now are only up 20,000 feet, so it's kind of similar height to some of our lake effect showers this year. Well, that's what happens when you have a lot of low level instability. It's also crucial that we do have some ground truth a bit further away from these storms because a lot of that, once you get 50, 100 miles away from the radar site, a lot of things can go undetected. So if you guys got any things to show us, feel free to drop a comment of a picture with a location in any of our posts on Facebook, just not the live stream because we can't see it. You can also post them on our Discord channel, or if you have a Facebook account, you can go ahead and post them in our Michigan storm community. Unless the damage report, then go to the Michigan weather reports. It's a nice picture from Cody in our C chat.
Yeah, it is. Do we have anybody connected with us? Just out of curiosity. Nope. Yeah, not many
Always
people
try
out today.
refreshing.
I could do that, yeah. It doesn't give me the option to refresh on these.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you have to refresh them source by source. Never mind.
Even when I do that, it doesn't give me the option.
Should.
Yeah, I don't see it. A lot of bugs to work out, guys. A lot of bugs. But we'll get it. We'll get there.
Oh, it's the drop down arrow. That's what it is. Because they're in a group. On those bigger tabs, they're in a group, so you have to do the drop down arrow and find the source.
I still don't see it.
You're on 14?
Yep.
If you drop down Drew Brummel cam.
Aha.
Yeah.
I got
Just
you.
for future reference.
Okay. Cool.
Drew is right in line for that storm right now, and it's starting to pick up a little bit more reds and pinks now on radar. A little bit of hail core too. But in terms of wind, we're not really seeing that factor play out right now.
Joel, I'm going to be right back. I got to make a phone call.
Okay. You can take my radar live if you want.
All right. You got it.
There
you go. It's all good.
So Drew right now is just north of Davison out here in the M15 area. Between Genesee and Davison, I should say. Right in line with these storms that are racing off to the north-northeast. Special weather statement, again, in effect until now. It's gone. Never mind. It's expired. It was in effect for 40-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail, but it has been allowed to expire. So we are now currently in the all-clear mode in terms of weather. Now, I will say this is, again, increasing in terms of rainfall rates. So we'll have to see if some more hail mixes in here soon. And again, Drew's on it, so he'll let us know if there's any hail with that. As you can see, again, just a very, very scattered day out there. You have showers here, there, everywhere. Gaps in the clouds, and then rain, gaps in the clouds, and rain. Anything that's going to be storm-related right now looks to be pretty much to the east of US 127, which runs up through Clinton, Gratiot, Isabella, Clare County. So anywhere kind of east of this line, currently at best risk for a thunderstorm today.
Guys, just to let you know, we got some really dark structure here. You can see a really clear rain shaft here. I'll show you guys here in just a second.
Okay. We'll have Ryan take you live then. Actually, sorry, I didn't
I'm
realize
just
your
getting
headset
back
was
in.
off.
What happened?
Drew's got a good shot.
Yeah, check that out. Again, he's in the Fenton area, which is going to be right on this line here. Moving out of the Flint.
He's, I think, just south of Otisville right now on M15.
Yeah, that'd make more sense. Let me see if I can turn my spotter dots on. That'd be a... Well, it says it is on. There we go. There he is.
Correct. The chance of a tornado today is less than 1%. Could the SBC jump to a moderate risk? I'm assuming you don't mean in Michigan. Right now, the SBC does not have anywhere in Michigan in any severe risk. We ourselves have the thumb in a limited risk, which is our own in-house forecast, which is the lowest possible severe category. And that is due to a 1 to 5% chance of seeing severe hail. But again, it's a 1 to 5% chance, so it's a 95 to 99% chance that you don't get anything at all. So again, very limited risk today out there. The moderate risk, I believe would be North Carolina, South Carolina, so very far away from Michigan. Good point there. Harrison brings up in chat. There's a nice little cell, couple nice little cells rolling up the 196 corridor in Van Buren County. Unfortunately, as it gets closer to the Grand Rapids radar, we're going to lose kind of our resolution on them, given that the radar is down. But you can see it from the northern Indiana radar a little bit. They just kind of look like stronger showers right now, but still in a good, favorable area for perhaps a nice rumble of thunder between now and sundown.
That is the Kalamazoo cam here facing north from the Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety. Got some purples showing up there near Russellville. Perhaps some smaller hail. It's heading right for Drew.
CC doesn't seem to indicate anything too major, but
yeah, I wouldn't expect it to, honestly, on a day like today.
Yeah,
We're about to find out, though.
KDP radar shows that it's all heavy rain too, so. Yeah, we're here for you guys. No problem. Getting pretty close to Otisville now. Columbiaville, Otter Lake, you guys would be up next. My special weather statement came back. It literally disappeared. Now it's back. I don't know, but anyways. in effect until (2:15). So it's got literally 5 more minutes, anyways. Nice little blob there.
Yeah, it's pretty much all it is too. It's just a blob. It is a
Get to bring-
strengthening blob though.
Get to bring back our acronyms, our Bob, our big old blob. And then you got all that snow up there in the UP as well.
Absolutely
Holy
dumping
cow.
snow up there.
Got a little bit of everything today. We didn't have it on our alerts map, but we do have lakeshore flood advisories in effect as well for ports of the UP. Just wanted to mention that real quick.
I'm gonna try and experiment with this. So I'm gonna take my screen full here. You guys should still be able to hear both me and Joel here. So you guys should be able to hear me. If you don't, let me know, which I assume people will start saying no audio, no audio. But we are going to flip.
Yeah, I mean,
There we
I
go.
can hear you.
We're gonna take a couple look at the cameras up here in the UP. Yeah, check that out. That's a lot of snow.
Oh my.
Yeah. Where the blizzard warnings are in effect, you can tell visibility is quite low there.
There's literally, those roads are
Impassable.
impassable.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
That one's fine.
Where's the road?
It's one of those days up there where you make your own lane and roll with it.
Yeah, in Michigan, we play Where's the Road? What lane would I'm
Yep.
in? Just want to pop that on there. Drew is about to be right on top of this. Actually, it's on top of him right now. Do we have his feed in here? Let's go ahead and check. We do not.
It's literally a direct bullseye over him. That's couldn't find himself in a better position for the downpour or the hail, which if there is any. But it is now 2:15 and our special weather statement has expired. Does not mean that they may issue another one soon. That's a possibility. Seeing the current situation that it's in, a lot of reds and pinks still mixing in there, so they could go SWS 4 pea-sized hail. Got any updates from Drew in terms of ended chat?
I have not heard.
Okay. I'll text him right now, see if he has any hail.
Yeah, it's literally right on top of him.
Mhm.
Make sure it doesn't have any feed in here real quick. She
He
does
sent a
not.
2 second. He sent a 2 second video or 2 second audio. He said he just got slammed by pea-sized hail.
There you go. Pea-sized hail. Snowfall rates in the UP, inch or two per hour at most.
Still got surface vorticity did increase a little bit.
Yeah, it's like one of the only cells there worth watching right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got Drew, we got Brandon come down to watch it as well. Just not much going on, which is great news. Very, very low risk today for severe weather. We already had one warning, which prompted us to go live, and we're just kind of hanging out right now, just kind of waiting to see if it does anything else. And if it doesn't, we'll pop out. In the meantime, we got you covered.
I can confirm there is pea-sized hail by Ottsville, or Otisville, I mean. Pea-sized hail, pretty intense rates too. Was all over the road as well.
Copy that, Drew. Thank you for the report. Yeah, Drew is going to be in the Fenton area up in the Genesee County north and a little bit east of Flint. You can see his green dot right. It's up here. You can see that cell just went over him. Has some little darker reds and purples and pinks in there. That is your pea-sized hail. Hey, Drew, did you get any pictures of that hail? All right, this cell is moving up northeast toward the Dayton area, Mayville, Juanita, Otter Lake, Fostoria. Should stay pretty much west of 24 here up until we get to the Mayville area. Again, pea-sized hail, perhaps some gusty winds occurring with this cell. But generally speaking, there's no severe weather currently in the state of Michigan. These are just some, we're going to call them popcorn showers and maybe a lightning strike or two. We had one severe warning earlier, which prompted us to go live.
Ryan, I did not get any pictures of the hail. However, I have several videos where you can clearly see the hail falling down.
All right, thank you.
Service out here is a little sketchy, so a little bit difficult to have communication right now, but I'll try my best to let you guys know what else I see.
All right.
Getting a lot of reports now in our chat here from Davison, Lapeer, some small hail. Thank you guys. Take those reports.
If you guys got pictures or videos or just general reports, we also have a reports group. It's on Facebook. It's just called Michigan Weather Reports. Feel free to pop in there. It is a public group. You can post your pictures, videos, or just a report in there. If you do that, be sure to include time and location, please. Those are two vital things to weather reports. Because if we post a picture of hail, we're not going to know when or where it came from. So. Checking out the chase cams here, making sure we don't have any chasers out that we're missing, which I don't think we do. Nope.
Cell back off to the south again, since we saw that the reports come in from Lapeer.
Here,
that is a cell.
Brian,
Oh.
Can you communicate?
Cell service is pretty bad out there. Go ahead, Joel.
Yeah. Saying that it backfilled it down into Lapeer. That's why we're getting some reports of some pea-sized hail in Lapeer now. Kind of just gave all its energy down the south side of the line, and here we are. So Lapeer County, central Lapeer County, heading up towards North Branch and Lum. Pea-sized hail heading your way.
Kind of quiet out there right now.
Indeed. We'll take it though.
If all goes well, we'll probably be off of here and can't imagine too much longer, Joel.
Yep. For those who just might be tuning in for the first time this year, welcome in. This is all new streaming software. Just to kind of catch you guys up here, we got a warning bar in the bottom now, live date and time. We also have a bunch of our normal information up top in replace of what used to be on the bottom. So, for example, information such as following us on certain websites. Obviously, watching all our streams can be found on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook as always. Again, Twitch is new this year, so if you have a Twitch channel, you can follow us there. MI Storm Chasers. Same thing with YouTube. I'm trying to think of other things that are new, other than the cams. Am I missing anything?
Nope.
I'm sure it'll pop up. There's been so many things that I forgot them all, I guess you could say. So helps your guys' viewing experience be a little bit better this year. You can also interact on if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, there's a lot of interactive features you can do that'll help your viewing experience be a little bit better. So feel free to watch us.
If you can hear me, Ryan, can you please send a DCICL report to the National Weather Service? I'm struggling to have service out here, and that'd be by Otter Lake.
As the
Otter
service
Lake.
cuts off.
Yeah. PSIC report Otter Lake. That's all I heard. I should say the new technology is also just the streaming software in general. We're going to have green screen action this year. Ryan's currently on. Maybe wait, no, it's not. Never mind. It is on my scene, on my end, but not on his end. So we'll be up and pointing things out for you guys as needed. But today is not really one of those days.
There you go, Joel. It's all you.
I'm waiting for it to pop up here. Oh, it's because you don't have my downstream keyer in. I don't even see my face. It's not popped up on the stream. It's okay. Yeah, part of our new technology as well will be the looping alerts on the very, very bottom bar down there. So if you're wondering where any alerts are active, it'll scroll through them all throughout the broadcast. So I can tell you right now, again, the blizzard warning is going to be for the Western UP. And again, those counties will pop up at some point down there. I keep forgetting yours and mine are different. There they are.
Just to let you guys know, I am now heading east towards the cell that is by Lapeer. It's starting to get my attention, just some heavy downpours, but it does look like it's partially picking up some strength. So right now I'm heading east towards the Lapeer storm.
Copy that.
Getting more of a linear feature now, starting to pop up from Shiawassee up to Saginaw County and up towards Southern Bay County. Linear segments, not really the theme today, but we are seeing one now. That's 2 counties in length. So, see if that's on anything here. It's right on the edge of a 0 to 3 Cape gradient.
Is it?
Yeah. Not a whole lot in terms of D Cape out there today, so gusty winds mixing to the surface is not really the theme. But we have seen gusts up to 50 already, so still pretty strong. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like these storms are going to stay below severe
No, I would
for the
agree.
remainder of the day. So if you want, if we want to, we can hop off. We're just looking around at the rest of the state right now. I'm looking up at the northern lower, and there's a lot of red up there. Actually, check Ogama County, Rose City, northwest of West Branch. Or sorry, northeast of West Branch, my bad.
Yeah, not much there.
Okay. A little bit of a, if you switch over to storm relative or base, you can see there's a little bit of a heavier winds there. We're pretty quiet right now. There's not much going on. This happens. Times like these is when I'd start dancing if we hit a milestone on YouTube, but we're not there yet. I haven't checked in a while what we're at on YouTube, but for those who don't know, we hit every 5,000 subs that we gain, I have to do a dance for y'all. So just what it is. So it is sitting in a nice area. Those storms in the thumb are sitting in a nice area of 3 Cape crossover surface vorticity, crossover surface Cape, but it's half of what we would want to see in terms of like severe weather, essentially. Speaking from a meteorological standpoint, that's half, like I said, half severe. So these storms are likely not gonna produce any more severe thunderstorm warnings the rest of the day. If they do, we will be live again. But I think for now we could probably hop off, Ryan.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, we got Drew out there, we got Cody, we got Brandon, so they're gonna keep eyes on it. We'll post updates to the page, and again, we'll go live again with a click of a button. So we'll be back on if anything happens. But at this point in time, these storms kind of look, for lack of better terms, meh. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. We don't have an outro, but we do have
Sponsors.
sponsors. Do you want to do those, Joel? Do we
You
have
can go
banners
ahead.
for them?
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Not yet.
Nope, not yet.
Well, we will do a shout out to the sponsors. We're not going to go too much in depth about them. We'll have banners in the future here. We're still revamping our software and stuff. But we got StormGuard for roofing construction needs in the Detroit metro area. We have Lifestyle Exteriors for the exterior needs like roofing, siding, windows, Central Michigan, Lansing, Traverse City areas. We got Pro Powder for powder coating needs, South Haven area. We have Katz Roofing and Siding based out of Lansing. We have Mike Hayes Roofing and Siding based out of St. Clair and Sanilac counties. We have Kuiper Tree Care based out of the Grand Rapids area for any tree care needs. McKay Tree Specialists, they're based out of Southeast Michigan, east of 127, south of 69. And then we got Gull Lake Tree Pro based out of Kalamazoo. These are the sponsors that help support us and keep operations rolling. We appreciate everybody who has hit the like, share, and commented on these videos. Sponsors do help keep operations rolling, as what we do here is not free. So, all right. With that being said, we are going to pop out of here. You guys enjoy your day. We're going to delay this just a minute because if we cut off too soon, it'll cut off what we're saying. So we're going to smile at the camera for about 10 seconds extra while we let it finish our delay here. So you guys have a good day. We'll be back on here monitoring and going live if anything else happens severe wise. So you guys enjoy your day. Stay safe.
Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching.
We're going to give it down. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to hit the end button. Hope it doesn't cut me off.